He Qigong 第三节. This is our Wudang Qigong. Number 3, form number 3, section. Wild goose flying. He Qigong. My name is Terri. I'm going to present a little bit today about this particular form from our Wudang Qigong. My teacher, Liu Yuzeng, depends on which you're pronouncing, which direction you're going. His family name is Liu. His first name or his given name is Yuzeng. I call him Shifu, and for 30 years I've called him Shifu. So my Shifu taught that in Qigong practice, we want the sense of the body floating, being very light, being very energetic, but at the same time being connected. So this sense of floating, it's not floating away like driftwood. It's not floating like milkweed in a pond that has no roots, just floating there. This is more the sense of floating purposefully, much more like a large, in this case, a large bird, which is what we're talking about, floating through the air. So as the bird's flying, it's not flapping its wings like this. That's a small bird. This is a big bird. Large bird floating gracefully, letting the wind come below the wings, carrying it forward. So there's purpose in flight. I have Shifu's original book, no longer in print. This was published in 1990. We have our English version, some of which is up on our website. Shameless commercial plug here. This book is also out of print. We have been working on a updated version, probably in ebook format. But we have some explanations for these movements online. Enough of the commercial. The exercise itself has 2 focus areas. So some of our exercises, there's one particular focus area. So we have in our first exercise, we have the focus is on the small heavenly circle. The second exercise, the large heavenly circle, and keeping the back straight, opening the body. This exercise, number 3, uses the sides of the body. So we're using a little bit different channel in the body than the other 2. We're also given the opportunity, depending on your health condition, depending on what you really want to focus on, you can use a little bit more of the front of the body to work on the liver and the spleen, build up some energy here. Or if you're having a little trouble with the back and the lower back and the kidneys, you can work your hands a little bit to the back and direct the energy a little bit more toward the kidneys. Along the sides is preferred, and this directs the energy through the entire body. So we have the laogong in the center of the palm that we want to really focus on because this is how we're carrying the energy through. We have the yongchuan at the base of the foot, the bubbling well, that we want to really pay attention to connecting to the ground. So even when you're floating, when you're going up, you're still trying to stay connected. You want the body to be connected. One of the things that we have to pay attention to in this exercise is keeping the body raised. So this is not the same, again, as floating. This is not the same as what we might do in ballet or dance, which is throw the body forward onto the balls of the feet. Correct for dance, not correct for what we're doing in Qigong. We want to keep the body up and well supported, but at the same time, that sense of sinking and being fully connected through the entire body. Not this part's floating above and this part's stuck down on the ground. Okay? So we have that internal, external breath-body connection that is so essential for all of our Qigong exercises. That was my cat. Her name is Shin. She's maybe passed through a couple of times, so wave at her as she goes by. Anyway, pull up, press down. This is the beginning for almost all of our exercises. So both hands come up, both hands press down. Separate, up along both sides, down along both sides, to the knees, raise up, a little bit up. You don't want to force it. Nothing in Qigong is forced. We don't want that effort to be disproportional to anything else that we're doing. If too much effort, then your body's going to tense up, and that's the very last thing that we want to have happen. So float and down. If you've ever watched a bird when it takes off, down first, then it goes up. If you're someone who plays sports, particularly basketball, something where you have to jump, sink to go up. Set, raise up. I don't jump so good, never have. And right now, I have a little bit too much to carry to jump too much. But there are times when I can. I have the advantage of having a very well-developed sense of gravity in being able to stay rooted and stay connected. Most of that is due to 30 years practice. Some of it is due to carrying my weight lower in my body. So I have that lower sense. Someone that carries more of their weight, especially guys that carry more of their weight in the shoulders, may have a little bit more trouble with this sinking and connecting in the lower body. They're going to have great facility with doing anything that belongs to the upper body. Everybody has advantages, they have disadvantages, depends on your body type. This exercise really focuses on the sense of lowering and raising up. Okay? And as the arm goes out, you really do want that sense of relaxed, quiet movement in the arm. Okay, that may be correct for certain types of exercises. It is not correct for this exercise. So, very relaxed and down. You want to think of the fingertips as being similar to the outer wingtips on a bird. Again, Aufregung, wild goose flying. When the bird's wing goes up, the outer wingtip drops down. The wingtip goes up, the wing comes down. So, very relaxed. Not so relaxed. This bird's gonna land pretty soon because it's certain it's not gonna fly very far. You see one thing? I'm flying, I'm floating, very relaxed, very comfortable. The lower body accompanies. So some of our exercises focuses on the lower body. Some of the exercises focuses on the upper body. either way, upper body and lower body must connect with each other. Disconnected movement is just that, disconnected movement, not something that we want. So as we bring up, and you can think about some of this exercise as being a precursor to doing some additional work with jumps and turns, as well as a precursor to using the whole body in any particular focused movement. And that's really the fundamental of our Tai Chi, is to actively, not passively, actively direct the energy through the body to where we want it to go, and allow the movement to follow that energy. So here we also work the large heavenly circle. Bring up and down. Up through the back, down to the front. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Shi. Breathe out. Now, normally when I'm teaching, I'm going to stop at some point and ask if the student has any questions. I would like to ask you if you have any questions. You're welcome to respond in writing. Since we're not in the same room at the same time, I'm going to have to wait for you to respond, if you'd like, with any questions that you may have regarding our exercises. That said, as with all of our exercises, 6 times. If you'd like to follow along with me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Complete the exercise, press down, and drop. This is our Wudang Qigong, He Gong, Wild Goose Flying, number 3 in the set of 18. Thank you.